Hi guys, welcome back to another video. You might notice I've got the same jumper on as the last video. Don't worry, I'm not that scruffy. It's the same day as this. Just want to make that clear. So yeah, I don't know if I've done a video since I've had the M3 back on the road. Well, it ain't really back on the road, properly back on the road. It's MOT, tax, drive it and what have you, but it's got a few issues, not major, but they need to go through. Now those who don't know, I've had this car for 2 years. It's a 08 reg M3 E92. It's only on 40,000 mile, and it's top of the range. It's literally well, I've not seen one with as high spec as this. It's got just about almost every option box ticked. But yeah, a couple of little issues. So I thought we'll just do a little video and I'll go through them issues with you. You might be able to give me some advice on some of the issues, because, well, and particularly one of the issues, because yeah, I'm a bit perplexed by it. But anyway, let's fire up and we'll go for a little drive, and I'll show you the problems as we go. So guys, if any of you are thinking about getting an E92 M3, just warn you that you need a big bank balance for the fuel. And I did know this when I bought it, so don't worry, I'm not crying the potail because of it. I was aware of this. I mean, I've had a lot of I had the E60 V10, which is more or less the same engine as this with 2 extra cylinders, and I used that every day, and I had massive fuel bills on it. So I do know, to be honest, this V8 isn't really any better than the V10. The difference is marginal. So some may say you may as well just have the V10, but I think the M3, E92 M3 and the E9X, I like the saloon. I think it's a better looking car than, I'm saying, I don't know guys, I'm just about to say I think it's a better looking car than the E60 M5, but I don't know if it is actually. I don't know if it is. So I want to see if I can replicate a couple of these. Well, I'm not going to try and replicate one of them, but so issue number 1, which I think will be easily resolved, is on certain right turns I get a bad rubbing noise from the back. Now I'm going to try and show that to you now. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the microphone. I'll see if I'm going to try and turn round here. It seems to be more when I turn right, but it is getting progressively worse. I'll just be quiet. Oh, I hope you heard that. Not the creaking noise. That's the steering wheel. The car's been stood literally, guys, for 2 years, and before that it was stood. Previous owner, it was stood for sort of 3 years. The car's not being moved. It wants a bit of WD-40 on it. As I say, car's been stood about doesn't do them any good whatsoever. This car, I've spent an absolute fortune. So just to go through this car story, I bought it. It needed bits and bobs doing. We've basically gone through, not a nut and bolt refurb, but we've done a hell of a lot of stuff with this car. All the steering systems being renewed, new rack, new pump. We've got some new arms, tie rods, stuff like that. Everything renewed. So steering wise, it's almost perfect. Not quite, and I'll tell you why in a bit. The paintwork is just absolutely perfection now. We've sort of gone to town on the paintwork. As I say, the car was already high spec, and because it was a low mileage one, it were worthwhile spending the money on them. When I bought this car, it were worth about 18 grand, and now a similar spec one, because they are very, the spec's very important on these. And as I say, I've not seen one higher spec than this. Now, similar spec ones like these, they're wanting the 25, 26 grand upwards. And for that, you're wanting the electronic damper control, extended leather, individual sound, folding wing mirrors, even down to parking sensors. a lot of them don't even have front parking sensors on them, which is absolutely shocking, but they don't. Folding wing mirrors, that's an extra that you won't think about, but a hell of a lot of them don't have folding wing mirrors. You know, stuff like that. But anyway, come on, let's get out. I'll have a quick walk around and show you the car from the outside. So guys, before you have a go at me, no, I haven't washed the car. The car hasn't been washed in about 6 months. Like I say, it's been just in storage, and been having little bits and bobs done to it, and I've literally only just got it out to just to run some, you know, just to drive it and make sure everything's all right, which I obviously needed to do. You can see here there's bits and pieces. That's an old, they had tinted lenses on it, and I started taking it off, and I just need to get that bit off. It just needs a heat gun on it to get that off, but that's something out. There's little bits that need sorting out on it. We renewed the front brake discs as well, did both sides. Inside, guys, it's very dirty, but it's, as I say, because of the mileage on it, it's like new inside. It has got odd wear, which we're going to sort out, which they do wear a little bit, these on bolsters. These generation were bad for it. All the BMs were bad for it, to be honest, on this generation. As I say, it's literally got everything. Individual audio, that's a very, very rare option as well. But as you can see, it's absolutely filthy, this car. Anyway, let's get back inside. It's bloody freezing. So, yeah, I know the car's dirty, guys. When it's clean, it's gorgeous, because obviously that paintwork's been corrected. There's no dents, no marks, nothing on it. It's absolutely perfect. It's got to be, I mean, it all needs mopping and polishing. Carbon roof needs polishing. Car needs detailing. The bits that need doing before, because I am selling this car. I've had it 2 years, and I think I don't use it. I mean, it's been sat, and I haven't been in a rush, so I ain't been in a rush, so I've just had it sat and done bits as I've gone along on it, and spent a lot on it. But I think I've now got one of the, I know it don't look it because it's dirty, but I've now got probably one of the best that's gonna in the country, you know, like for like. And spec wise, well, I say, I've not seen one that touches it, really haven't. But let's move on to the issues. So you heard the rumbling on the back. I think that's a bush. It is getting progressively worse. Or is it a bearing? Is it a wheel bearing? But I would have thought if it were a bearing, it'd be doing it all the time, rumbling all the time, which it don't. But it is getting worse. I think they are known for bushes, just by it B post going on them, so it could be that. I don't, either way, guys, it's something out. The other issue is this wing mirror's not folding for some reason. That one does, that one don't. We're gonna have to take it off and have a look at it. I don't know why that is. Other issues. There isn't that many issues, to be honest, guys, but the main issue, and really one that's confused me the most, is the power steering. So if you sort of drive a bit vigorously and you get up to sort of 5,000–6,000 RPM, you lose the power steering. And to get the power steering back again, you have to rev nuts off it, and basically power steering comes back. Now, I've been advised by the power steering pump, because it is a new pump and a new rack. Obviously all lines aren't new. Now, these are known for power steering pumps going and, you know, going into bits. As it happened in the past, and is there a bit of gunk still in the system? Because the power steering guy says there's a spring at the bottom of the pumps, and they can get gunked. They'll get gunked up, and if they do, they'll stay open or stay shut. Now, I don't know if that is what the problem is. Is it when I'm revving it, gunk's going in and it's blocking, and it's sort of restricting the spring so it can't go back, thus leaving power steering off, and then I'm having to rev it again to release it? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, and I'll probably do a video of this because it'll probably be a bit fun, I'm going to sit and rev it at 7,000 for about 5 minutes and see what happens. I mean, it shouldn't blow the engine up. If it blows the engine up, we've got serious problems. But on a serious note, yeah, I am going to do that and just see what it does. I've read online that the high pressure hose might need taking off, and cleaning with putting an air hose on the end of it and blasting it out. But I'm going to try that first. I'm going to just rev it and see what happens, see what it does. Maybe it might clear itself out. I don't know. So I'm going to give that a go. We'll do a video on that, because I say that'll be a bit of an unusual way of fixing a car if it does work. And the other issue is the noise on the back. But other than that, I think that's it. Oh, engine lights on, but we know why. We put on, maybe I made a mistake here, guys, you tell me, but we put on a valve straight pipe. Now it does away with the cats, does away with all mid boxes. You've got your box up back and you've got engine. Nice, to be honest. I thought, oh, it's going to be too loud. On a cold start, it is very loud, probably a bit too loud. Once cold start goes off, it's actually all right. I mean, if you drive normally, it just sounds like a normal M3. When you open it up, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. So it is I don't regret putting it on, but and now because of that, I'm going to have to get the cats mapped out, because obviously engine lights on, and nobody wants to buy one of these with an engine light on, guys, do they? But I think that's it, guys. I don't think there's all major, other than obviously it wants valeting and paintwork needs buffing up and what have you, but there ain't a right lot wrong with it. It's just the little things, but the things that need doing are pretty serious things, but once this is finished, it's sort of a really, not a rebuilt one, but it's as good as you're going to get, as sort of it's been through with a fine tooth comb as this car. Made sure it's absolutely perfect. Anyway, let's go for another little drive. I'll give it a little tickle so you can hear exhaust on it. I've got windows down a bit, guys. You get used to that donging noise, because it's telling you that you need some fuel, and it uses a lot of fuel. I worked it out. If you're driving steady, it uses 50 pence a mile in fuel in the UK. I know fuel's a lot cheaper in America, so you probably don't have that issue. But so anyway, come on, onwards. I'm just hoping you can hear the exhaust. I'll just put it in manual mode, guys. Like I say, if I rev it so high, like to 6,000, that's when it seems to have a problem with the, with the steering. But underneath it, we're all right. Also being told, guys, when you decat these, you actually lose power if you don't map out the cats. How true that is, I do not know, but rumble there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, a bit of a rumble there. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Anyway, next video we're going to take the blue Beetle we've got into repair. You saw the last video, we've bought a parts car for it. So if you hit sub, and hopefully if you've liked it, hit like. The next video is going to be on the Beetle, and it's convertible. I know it might be a bit boring compared to this car, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys.